It is time for the Royal Rumble. We'll make our predictions tonight. Welcome to the Wrestling Council. Welcome to the Wrestling Council. I'm your host, Comic Book Bob, joined as always by my good friend, Hollywood Frank.
HW, baby. Let's do this.
Yes, sir. You catch us here usually every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, talking about all news and wrestling. You can follow us on social media, scrolling below, and it's also in the description as well. And last week, man, we got, well, I think anybody that was north of like North Carolina got absolutely freaking killed last week.
40 states had some kind of weather related. 40.
Man.
40 out of 52. Out of 50. 40 out of 50. That's 80% of the country.
We got murdered. And I think they said something like, just in our state, I think they said something like 250,000 people had no power for like 2 days.
People probably still have no power.
Probably people that still don't have power. But man, we got slaughtered. I'm amazed that we didn't lose power here. We lost internet for almost a day, and the roads got closed down for 2 days. Well, I'm just saying, when I'm saying we and me, but yeah, we got, and we were still digging ourselves out yesterday. And then today we got a little bit today. We didn't get hit real bad today. We had a little bit. We're getting a little bit of a drizzle right now, but man, we got over a foot.
Yeah, I don't remember moving that much snow out of my driveway
we did.
No, in the 17 years I've been back in Ohio.
Yeah.
I don't remember moving that much snow in one day.
Yeah, it was rough. Dude, it was so bad. It was so bad. I was at work. Like I said, I was at work. I worked, obviously people were calling off. So I worked a double this week, like Saturday and Sunday and Monday. I worked 13, 16 hours. The guy came about halfway through Sunday, 67. Yeah, you son of a bitch. The guy who does the plowing for the company I work for, he comes into the parking lot and he makes like two passes, and then he just goes and he's just like, yeah, screw this, I'm going home. He just turned around and he left. And he came back the next morning, and dude, it was the doors to get into the offices where I work at up there, we couldn't open the doors. Like I had to like put my shoulder against it and just like shove it open.
You got a bad shoulder, watch it.
But that's how bad it was, man. It was like, wow. But yeah, this weekend, and we're supposed to get hit again this weekend.
The East Coast.
The East Coast is
not us.
Well, they're saying we're gonna get a little bit today. We got a little bit today, and I think after tonight, that's it.
Yeah, the East Coast.
We might get a little bit. We might get a little bit. They said from the lake effect, but that'll be it.
The East Coast is gonna get smacked.
Yeah,
from like you're talking from South Carolina all the way up.
Yeah,
East Coast.
Johnny's like, snow is not. So snow is red. Johnny, hey, you want us to send you some? Dude, we'll pack some in a freaking. We'll pack as much as we can into a box and send it to you. Dude, it was getting like they were like the upper part of Texas was getting hit. They were predicting like record low temperatures for like the upper part of Texas. I was like, good God, man. We're just getting absolutely killed. But yeah, so anybody that's out there that's still digging themselves out, take care of yourselves and be safe, man, especially with all the craziness that's going on in the world.
Yeah, be careful over there, Big Daddy, with all that more snow you got coming.
Yeah. Oh yeah, up in the what is it, the New England area?
Yeah, that's what I said. From South Carolina all the way up.
Yeah.
The coast. Like
you guys are gonna get hit pretty hard. But yeah, be careful, everybody. But anyway, it's definitely not going to be like that in sunny Riyadh, Saudi Arabia.
Well, Johnny, if it's Montecito, if it's chilly and you need your snuggie, just make sure you're still concentrating on the road, brother. Until you get home.
Yeah, make sure you're okay, man. We don't want you getting distracted or anything bad happening to you. But dude, it got so cold, like you know how like on the underneath of your car, there's like those plastic shields.
Yeah,
they got like for the bolts on one side of the shield that was on my engine snapped. So the bottom part of the shield's hanging down, and it's acting like a snowplow as I'm going through the freaking. And all I feel is underneath my car is this. I gotta fix this morning, but I was like, good God, man. And that's the other thing too. Is like it was so cold. That's the other thing too. Most of that snow is still here. None of it's melted.
Oh hell no! It ain't gonna be gone for a while.
Yeah, because it was so cold. It was 6 degrees and wind chill. It was like negative 10. So it's like it's just there's these giant. There are these giant mountains of friggin' snow where they've plowed. They just shove it all into the corner. Like it was in the 20s up here. Now it's in the 40s. It's 6 degrees here. Wind chill below 0. Yeah, same here. I think it was 13. I think in wind chill here it's like 4. But anyway, be careful, everybody. Take care of yourselves and like I said, be safe, man.
Yeah, where I live at, it says it's 13 degrees, but it feels like -2.
Yeah, it was is definitely not fun.
No.
But like I said, it's going to be nice and sunny in Riyadh.
Okay, yeah.
So I don't think any of the talent there are going to be having any issues. And we are going to be talking, let's say this weekend, it is the Royal Rumble. Probably the last single day Rumble as well.
I believe
going forward, I think the big four are going to be the big four at least are going to be 2 days each. But talk about some other news and wrestling. But before we get into that, let's go ahead and get into our favorite segment, a little something we call the good, the bad, and the ugly. It is an odd. So it is that guy.
This guy, yeah. All right. My good.
The last 2 weeks, actually.
Huh?
Last 2 weeks, actually.
Last 2 weeks, what?
The GBU for the last 2 weeks. Because we weren't here last week.
I'm just going to go off this week because that's where I'm focused on.
Yep.
Watching Raw. My good. The world title match. Wish it hadn't ended in DQ. But world title match, Punk and AJ Styles was the best match on Raw yesterday. Really good match. From what Shinsuke mentioned, and then it was deleted on X, I believe, is that supposedly this Saturday is AJ Styles' last match ever.
Yeah. We'll talk about that. I think that might have been the plan. I don't know if that's going to be the plan now.
That's how I feel too. But anyways, the Punk versus AJ Styles match was phenomenal till
Yeah.
the end. So AJ Styles can still go, but obviously he wants to be able to spend time with the family.
Yep.
I don't behoove anybody for that. I mean, he's had a phenomenal career, and in TNA, WWE,
New
New
Japan.
Japan,
Yep.
the guys, deserves to be able to go out when he wants and to be able to enjoy his life with his family. So,
Yep. And good on him not wanting to stay too long and burn the candle too long.
yeah, and we we don't want to see the guys like Ric Flair and those that are in the ring past the time that need to be done. I mean, nostalgia aside, seeing guys like Roddy Piper, who was out of shape and overweight, and Jimmy Snuka in the Royal Rumble and things like that years ago, it's just it takes away from what you grew up on to see those guys in there. I don't want that to happen to AJ Styles. Enjoy
it diminishes their legacy a little bit.
Enjoy the career he had. Go out and enjoy the rest of your life, because tomorrow's never promised, and the longer you're in that ring, the older you get, it that much harder to heal up.
Yeah.
My bad is they built it up to do something good with it. And what I'm talking about is the Adam Pearce, Braun Breaker, where he put his hands on Braun Breaker and Paul Heyman called him out for it. You thought you'd see something good out of that, a good storyline developing, and it's over with the Vision being in the Royal Rumble. Is that the way you ended it?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that storyline. I mean, I'm willing to sit and give it the benefit of the doubt to see if they turn it into something, but it feels clunky right now at the phase that they're at. It feels clunky.
Yeah, I like the pop where was that initially, but now it's just like it just feels flat to me. Sort of like the Wyatt Six feels flat to me.
Yep. We talked about this when they first did the Wyatt Six, man. It's like I understand why they're doing it. I appreciate them wanting to remember Bray, but
without Bray, it's not the same.
Yeah, without him, it's not the same. And gimmicks like that have a very short shelf life.
Yeah.
So,
and and my ugly is another injury. Rey Mysterio.
Yep.
Looks like might have been his left knee. I don't know if that was the conclusion there, but
they're saying it might actually be multiple injuries now, because they're saying initially he was grabbing his knee, like you were saying.
Yeah.
But then he was grabbing his ribs. He was grabbing his side.
Yeah. So, I know initially looked like he got hurt with that movie he did on Austin Theory outside the ring, and he was talking to Dragon Lee outside the ring, rolled back in, and then you could see it. I'm talking about the match they had last night. You could see it where the referee rolls him to the edge of the ring apron there and throws up the X sign.
Yeah.
Even jump back in there to pull the Vision off of Rey when they tried bringing him back into the middle of the ring.
Well, even most of the was it the Breaker and Bronson were like hands off of him. It was
Logan
Theory.
Paul.
Well,
no, I thought it was Logan Paul that pulled him in.
No, it was Austin Theory's the one who grabbed him and started pulling him up, and then you could see the ref was saying something to him and he let him go.
Yeah,
and then I guess they were like, pull him in, pin him real quick, and be done.
No, I'm talking about after, not when
after. Yeah.
After, when the Vision was in the ring. I thought it was Logan Paul who picked him up after the referee still put the X sign up. One of them pulled him in there because I think the guys in the ring did not know that.
Yeah,
Braun Breaker and them did not know that he was hurt that bad.
Yeah,
and they were just trying to continue the story on, which I think I think it probably would have been where the back and forth move that Breaker does would have been done to Rey Mysterio instead of Penta. I think that's
Yeah.
what they're probably setting up.
That's when that's where I think Braun was aware of it. I don't, maybe Logan and I know that initially Theory wasn't, because he's the one who grabbed him
Yeah.
and started pulling him up, and then they were like, no, and they were like, and he was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Let him
But
go.
irregardless, whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, he's out. He who knows what
He
the
just
injuries
came back.
He did. And that's what I'm talking about. Ray's a Hall of Famer. How much more you want to help put guys over, but at some point Ray needs to go. I'm done.
It's time. Yeah, it's time to think about Ray.
Right. I mean, AJ's that's going back to AJ's thinking about AJ. Ray needs to think about Ray. You've done your job your whole career with WCW, WWE.
Yep.
Helping out in AAA and all that. Like Ray,
start being a little selfish.
It's time to be done. Like,
yeah.
I know you want to help, but at some point, let it go.
Yeah.
Like I said with AJ, let us remember you when you were the man.
You were at your best.
Let's not remember you broken and trying to keep going just to keep going.
Yeah, and I get that it's hard for some of those guys, man. Like again, he's been doing this for what, 30 plus years,
right? But they have AAA.
I understand that.
Make him the fate, like have him help make AAA elevate it, like make him the face. I don't know if you make him a general manager, you make him a ring announcer, you put him out there like you do with Michael Cole and those guys at the Spanish announce table. Just do something with him. Like Brian Danielson done.
Yeah.
Now he's got a neck injury, so he can't be on the road as much as he was, but he's not getting back in the ring. Like he's at the table.
Yeah, it's time to transition to a different position.
But that's my GBU: Punk, AJ, Adam Pearce, Braun Breaker, Fiasco, and now Ray Hurt.
Yep.
What's your GBU, young man?
My GBU is in keeping with the final year, and AJ Styles, man. We're about to lose one of the greatest innovators of the sport in the last 25 years. AJ's match with Nakamura that's the best match that forget the fact that it was just a great match, period. That's the best match. That's the best that Nakamura's looked in a long time. Hey, Matthew Watson, appreciate you, man. Yeah, Boogie says hello. Appreciate that.
Yeah, we love the Boogeyman.
Yeah.
Everybody's popping up.
We're getting raided by Boogie's. Boogie must be done with his stream today.
He must be.
Dude, we gotta talk about him about getting back in here and
make a guest appearance.
Yeah, I miss the guys. Oh, he's not done?
No, he's not done. These guys are just popping on to say hi.
He told us to say hello. Okay, I appreciate it, guys.
Yes. Go Big Orange.
Appreciate it. Yep. But and it was a really nice nod to their time
nothing but love for Rocky Top.
It was just a really nice nod to their time in New Japan and the matches that they had there. And that fist bump that they did at the end, that was like a nod to I think the last match that they had in New Japan. Appreciate everybody coming over from Talking Vols, you guys. And anybody else, if you're into football, man, go over there and check out Boogie. He is the OG. He's the guy who started this crap. So,
yeah, check him out here, the Talking Vols Network. Mr. Tennessee Volunteer himself,
Boogie Bentley. But
yeah. but don't leave us now. Check it out.
Yeah. But yeah, this was and from all intents and purposes, what we're hearing, man, Nakamura is about to be done in WWE as well. He might be going back to New Japan, maybe have that one last run there before he hangs it up, because he's in that same class with Tanahashi, who just had that awesome final match in Shibata. Him it was Nakamura, Tanahashi, and Shibata. They were the three musketeers over there.
Yep.
So but yeah, again, just AJ showing how freaking great he is even today. And but it's a lot of respect to AJ, just knowing that it's time and wanting to go out on top and still being able to do what he does. But that was my good. My bad. The build to this Rumble, man. This Rumble has been, I mean, I'm not going to say this was the worst Rumble build, because we had probably the last 2 or 3 years that Vince was in charge. The build to the Rumble was pretty weak.
Yeah.
In those years, but this was not great. This build has not been great. And I think a part of that is because they're just counting on, it's being held in Saudi Arabia, and the crowd there is going to be absolutely nuts because it's Saudi Arabia, and they're just kind of spinning their wheels with it. But the build for this, I mean, they still had people announcing just a couple of days ago for the Rumble, and this, and also the Rumble being held in Riyadh this year. I mean, I think we're still going to get a hand, and especially because it's being held in Riyadh, I think we're going to get some real surprise entrance into the Rumble. But you would think, since it's being held there, you might want to show a couple of these surprise people before, and not, instead of having them be surprises, just let people know, hey, this person's going to be here, that person's going to be here. You would think that we didn't have any of that. So, and it just, and also the match card itself, other than the men's, other than the Rumble matches, AJ versus Gunther is the biggest match. That they should have been building that up for at least a few more weeks before this.
You would think.
And especially if he is actually going to be done there. But even if he's not, just the idea that we know that this is his final run, just like Cena last year, this is AJ's final run. You want to build those matches up as much as possible, especially to kind of sell the idea that he might be done. We didn't really get that. So, and is there anybody? Here's the thing: will the match be good? Yes. But is there anybody that thinks Sami Zayn is going to beat Drew McIntyre? Sami Zayn is not going to beat. Sami Zayn is not winning the WWE Championship. The Universal Champion. He's not winning it.
I like Sami Zayn. I don't like Sami Zayn as a world champion.
Well, especially not now.
I like Darby. He's not the same size. He's smaller, but I like Darby Allin to a point.
Yep.
I will never like Darby Allin as a world champion.
Yeah, Darby will probably hold the world title at some point. I just don't see him being the champion for long.
Well, that would be a mistake. If
I agree, but it is what it is.
And I know Sammy with his ties with Saudi Arabia and all that stuff. I mean,
right.
it would get a big pop over there if he wins the title.
Yeah, but it's not going to be that big everywhere else.
But you just put that title on Drew McIntyre.
Yep.
Does that mean this run is he's just a transitional champion? Like, it's
honestly, if my theory is correct, he kind of is.
But the rumors were that he's going to be carrying the title into WrestleMania. So I can't see Sammy winning the title off of Drew on Saturday. He'll come close, which will pop the crowd, but I agree with you. Like, Sammy's not winning the title.
Yeah. He's not winning the title. But yeah, I mean, it's
But why are we talking about this now? That's our predictions. You're supposed to be doing GBU.
Well, I'm just, that's what I'm saying, man. I was like, I'm talking about the buildup for this has just been weak.
It has.
But and then my ugly is exactly the same as yours. Injuries. Rey Mysterio, obviously, just came back. Literally just came back. And already is hurt. And that kind of, like you said, that goes into what you were talking about, where it's like we don't want to see our heroes like go out in the ring like that. We don't want to see them broken, like I said, I don't want to see Ric Flair's 13th retirement match. And like you said, with Ray could go behind the desk and become the new face of AAA.
Yep.
Literally the new face of AAA. Kind of like they did with Jushin Thunder Liger in Japan. Jushin Thunder Liger in Japan, he's an announcer for New Japan now. And like you said, what else is there for him to do? What else is there for him to prove? He's an all-timer. So, yeah, I honestly, I would rather see him hang it up than become so broken that he can't do anything in the ring. And I want him to have I want these guys to have good quality of life when they're done.
Yep.
So that's all right. So, but anyway, that's my GBU. What about with you guys? What was your good, bad, and the ugly this week? And drop it in the chat there and on the video after it posts afterward. All right, let's get into this. As we said, it is the Royal Rumble is being broadcast from Riyadh, Saudi Arabia this year. I get the feeling that we're going to be getting a WrestleMania over there. Probably within the next.
No, they already said it's going over there next year, 27.
Well, yeah. Well, was it? Did they officially announce it as
2027? Yeah, 2027.
Okay, 2027 is going to be WrestleMania. Okay. I get the feeling there's going to be a lot of shows and a lot of the big four in Saudi Arabia going forward. But that also, I mean, it does create a little bit of a problem for us over here in the States because of the difference in time. What time is it going to actually be here? 2:00 in the morning or 2 in the afternoon?
2:00 in the afternoon.
It's 2:00 in the afternoon. Okay. That's not too bad. Dude, I've woken up at 5:00 in the morning to watch friggin' Wrestle Kingdom. So that's not too bad.
No, it's not.
2 in the afternoon is not too bad. So, but that being said, I do think that that's going to kind of hamstring them a little bit with, surprise entrants and things like that. I do think we're going to get a few But I think for the majority of it, and because they want to really have a big show for them in Saudi Arabia, there's going to be a couple of big ones probably. But I do think that the majority of the people that are going to be there are just going to be people from either the main roster or NXT.
Yeah, like they're doing SmackDown from Riyadh on Friday.
Right.
They were, I think they're flying out today. I think over there.
Yeah, it was either today or tomorrow.
I believe it was today. But they want to wait till later on in the week to fly other surprise entrants over, which if you're surprised entrant, I'm not sure how you're going to be able to get over there without people seeing you at the airport.
Yeah, especially in an international airport like that where they don't give a crap about spoiling things. So they may be saying that. They may have already been shipping the people over there ahead of time. So you never know.
It's possible, but you still got to get through customs. Like how are you going to get over there and not know that they're there?
When one of the princes from Saudi Arabia are like literally the guy that's making all this happen, they can control the media over there, unlike they do here. Sneaking people in over there might not be as hard as we think, because it'll be like just have them land at my private airport or whatever. So
true that, but they still have to get through
customs
in the States to get over there.
But anyway, so we'll go ahead and talk about so far there's been, I think there's 13 people in the men's rumble that have been announced.
I thought it was 15, but I could be mistaken.
9. Well, Cody Rhodes was the first one.
Yeah.
He was first. So it's Cody, Roman Reigns, Gunther, Ray's out. So Ray was announced for it too, but Ray is out. So
as far as you know, he'll be out. Yeah.
Yeah. Somebody else will be taking his place. I'm pretty sure he's out.
Yeah.
Penta, Dragon Lee, Jey Uso, Solo Sikoa, Braun Breaker, Logan Paul, Austin Theory, Bronson Reed, and Javon Evans.
Did you say Obafemi?
Obafemi, and I think there was one other person. I can't remember. But yeah, so all those guys, that's 14 right there. Obviously Ray's out, so that means somebody else is going to be taking his place. But that means there's roughly 15 or so people that have not been announced they're going to be showing up. I think the majority of those people are just going to be people from the main roster. I do think, however, that we're going to get at least 2 people. I'm 90% sure that we're going to get 2 people from outside WWE that are coming in, and at least 1 or 2 people from TNA, and at least 1 or 2 people from NXT. In fact, I think we're going to get 2 people from NXT that are going to be moving up to the main roster. And the 2 people from NXT that I think we're going to get Ricky Saints, because I think that's the reason why they took the belt off of him, was that he's going to get elevated. And I also think that Ethan Page is heading to the main roster. So I think those 2 guys, I think there's a very good chance that those 2 guys are going to be entries into the Rumble. What do you think? You think anybody else? You think of anybody else from NXT that might be there?
NXT, probably not. TNA, I'm sure Joe Henry is going to be there again.
You think Joe Henry is going to be one of the guys? Well, he's finishing up in TNA. He's done in TNA, right?
I
And I think
believe
he's
so.
coming in. Yeah. You think Joe Henry's going to be one of
Yeah,
them?
he's definitely going to be there.
You think so?
Oh yeah. No, I don't see why not. I mean, he was there last year. Why not bring him again this year?
Yeah, but I mean, is he worth flying him all the way out to friggin' Saudi Arabia?
Yep.
Okay. Hey, I mean, I wouldn't be shocked. So yeah, well, actually, he is with. I think he's with NXT now officially after the first of the year.
Yeah, I think.
So I think
obviously,
I think he might be officially with them now.
Obviously, the rumor is Chris Jericho is going to be over there.
Yeah, the two people coming. I think the two people coming from outside are going to be Jericho and Will Hobbs, or Royce Keys, or what they're saying they're going to call him.
Yeah.
I think the two of them are definitely going to. I think the two of them have like at least like a 90% chance of being there.
Yeah, and I would not be surprised. I mean, you've only got Solo and from his group there, so I'm sure some of his other brood will be there as well.
Yeah. Like I said, I think the majority of it's going to be filled out by main roster guys that just haven't been announced. And I definitely think that Finn Balor is going to be one of them as well.
Yeah, I can see Finn Balor. I know McDonough's not back yet. He might not be back till WrestleMania or later.
Be careful, Mal.
We'll see.
Yeah, I think the two people that I think are going to show up from TNA, I think it's going to be, because it's in Saudi Arabia, I think Mustafa Ali is a very good possibility. I think Mustafa Ali, and I think either Jeff or Matt Hardy. I think there's a very good chance that one of those two guys from, and I think anybody, and the reason why I think them is they're also former WWE guys, and I think they want people that have been there before, if they're going to have anybody over there. So if anybody from TNA is going to be there, I think it's going to be them. Someone said that they thought maybe there would be some guys from AAA. I know that sometimes, because we saw this with AEW with All In, when they're coming from outside the United States, sometimes they have visa problems. So I don't know if they're going to tap anybody from AAA to be there in the Rumble. They might. But I think if we're going to get anybody, we're going to get Jericho and Hobbs, and then we might get, and then we'll get like maybe one or two people from NXT, and the two most likely people I think are Ricky Saints and Ethan Page, because I think those two guys are heading to the main roster very soon. And that's probably going to be it. Now, I know some people were saying they thought maybe Dolph Ziggler and Pat McAfee. I don't think McAfee, I think, is a very unlikely possibility. Ziggler, maybe as a TNA guy who was a former WWE guy, maybe.
Yeah, Joe Henry is in NXT.
Yeah. I think he's officially part of NXT now. For the women,
possibly
really a lot.
Possibly Sean Spears could also pop in there. Maybe.
Why? You got guys on the main roster that are
I don't know. They always put. You also had the possibility of what was his name? I Show Speed or whatever his name was.
Oh Lord. Please no. not as an entry into the Rumble, man. Come
Yeah,
on.
he was there last year.
Yeah, but we're talking. They gotta, like I said, they gotta drag them all the way to freaking Saudi Arabia this time, though.
And they make a crap ton of money.
Yeah.
And Saudi Arabia's paying for it.
Yeah, and they got deep pockets. I mean, look, the possibility exists for all of this. I'm just saying the most likely, in my personal opinion, are the ones that we talked about.
And there's also the possibility, I don't think we mentioned it, is Mr. Chad Gable.
Yes, I think that's a possibility as well. The question is he going to show up as Chad Gable, or is he going to show up as El Grande Americano?
Yeah, you already got El Grande Americano with.
Dude, you got like 4.
Yeah,
it's gotten ridiculous at this point.
Just a little bit.
So the women is a lot more difficult. There's not really a lot of surprise entries. I think if anything, people coming back from injury are more likely than people from outside the company. And really, when I was looking at TNA's roster, outside of Tessa Blanchard, who's going to be a surprise
on the women's side, or from coming over, or from TNA?
From TNA, yeah. I do think that we're going to get Natty Neidhart, though. I think we're going to get the Natty Neidhart version of Natalia.
Oh, I think. Sorry, go ahead.
I think she's going to be there. She's going to make her debut there as the Natty Neidhart version of her character, and I think she's going to have a big run in the Rumble. I think she's going to have a big showing.
Natty, yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. Outside of that, I think the possibility of Liv Morgan and
Liv Morgan's already announced.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's true. I just thought about that. She's already been announced. Was crap. So yeah, so the women that have been announced is Io Sky, Rhea Ripley, Liv Morgan, Roxanne Perez, Raquel Rodriguez, Bailey, Asuka, Lyra Valkyria, and Kairi Sane. I think we're also going to get.
You're missing quite a few.
You're
missing Lynch, Charlotte Flair, Alexa, Nia Jax, Last Legend, Chelsea Green, Jordan Grace, and Julia have all been announced.
And Julia, okay. What about AJ Lee?
AJ Lee has not been announced.
I think she's going to be, she's one of the people I think we're going to get a surprise entry. And I also think Bianca
Belair is a possibility. Yep.
I think those two coming in and Bianca coming back, I think that's the big surprises that could happen in the Women's Rumble. And Jay's contract up. Yeah, but I don't see her going to WWE, man. I really don't see her going to WWE because what's the advantage?
Yeah.
You know?
I also could see Paige coming back.
Yeah.
Going up.
The Rumble would be a good place to bring her back.
Blake Monroe could be there.
Yeah, that's one of the people to fill out the number. I think is a possibility.
They haven't mentioned you mentioned Natty, but they haven't mentioned Maxine Dupree. She's not listed as an entrant.
Do you really want
her? What's her name? Well, I thought she had a good showing on Saturday Night's Main Event. Sal Ruka.
She's probably going to be heading to the main roster soon. But yeah, I think I don't see a lot of people from outside WWE making a surprise entry into the Women's Rumble. I think it's going to be either people coming back from injury or like you said, like I said, somebody like Natty debuting a new version or a new character, something like that.
Maybe what's your name? Shit. Zelina Vega.
Zelina Vega. Well, yeah, like I said, like they'll fill out the difference in the announced with people from the main roster.
Yeah.
But as far as big surprises go, I think that's about it.
And for the men, maybe we'll, since he's been absent for months, maybe we'll have a Rusev appearance.
Oh yeah, I definitely think we'll get a Rusev appearance.
That's a guy that's been.
I think we'll for the Rumble. I think we'll definitely get Rusev.
That's a guy that's been wasted. Maybe Brock Lesnar is there too.
Brock is one of the big surprises that they're saying. I don't know. I mean, maybe, but are you gonna have him come there to lose?
Yeah,
because
he lost a couple. He lost a couple.
He's not going to win.
No, he's not.
Yeah, I mean, I could see that possibility.
Yeah, we need to make our predictions too.
But so now that we announced that we made who we think could be the surprise and whatnot, we are going to go ahead and make our predictions.
4 whole matches on the card.
Yeah. So
let's do those the non-Rumble matches.
All right, McIntyre versus Sami Zayn. You guys already know what I think. There's no way they're taking that belt off of McIntyre and putting it on Sami Zayn.
Same thing. Yeah, I'm in agreement with that. Drew McIntyre.
Drew McIntyre is going to keep that belt. AJ Styles versus Gunther. Oh my God. I think maybe the original idea was for AJ to finish it at the Rumble because that's when he came in. And I also think that the idea of Gunther being like I said, they're building him up to be the legend killer, the new legend killer. I can see that happening as well. But because of what happened with Nakamura, I get the feeling that they're going to change it. And I think now that I think AJ is going to win. And I think now he might be there until Mania. He might go out at Mania. He might go out at Mania. Which is the only other time that I think would be, because him going out at Mania and him going out the way he came in would probably be the best thing. The next best thing for him to go out into the biggest show of period. So I'm going to say, I think they're going to pull an audible, and I think AJ is going to win.
What if he loses? He must retire, correct?
Right.
But must he immediately retire?
My understanding is that's it. Yeah, if he loses, that's it. It's just it's not he has to retire. He's putting his career on the line, so that's it. So he would have to leave if he loses.
What if he goes in and wins a Rumble?
If they do that, it's gonna make them look really stupid. Which doesn't mean they're not gonna do it. They've done dumber shit in the past. But because if that's the case, then that's not his career.
Correct. But I think Gunther is going to retire him. Honestly, I think Gunther is going to retire him at WrestleMania. I think it ends up in a draw at the Royal Rumble. Something happens.
That's the other thing I can say is the only other thing that can happen is it comes to a draw. And then he gets retired at Mania.
Something happens to cause it to be a DQ finish or something like that. Or not DQ finish. Continuation. Something happens where neither one of them wins. And it continues on.
A double pin?
Double pin, double count out. Something.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the original idea may have been for him to go out at the Rumble, but now that it got leaked, I think that I think they're gonna call an audible. All right, women's Royal Rumble match. Who's gonna win this thing? Who you got?
Oh my god. Liv Morgan is the favorite right now at minus 125. Wow. I don't want to see Liv Morgan. Honestly, I really don't.
I don't either.
Uh, I'm going to go out on a limb, and I'm going to go. I'm going to go Bailey.
Bailey?
Yep.
Really?
Yeah.
The person whose contract is almost up, who all the experts are saying she's going to be leaving and going to AEW.
She's not going to AEW.
I wouldn't be surprised if she went to AEW, dude. Why wouldn't she go there, grab a bag real quick, and then come back and finish her career in WWE?
If it's not Bailey, then I think it's. I hate to say it, but if it's not Bailey, then I think it's Charlotte Flair.
Okay. So here's my issue. I think our brains are telling us who's the best person for this. WWE, however, have made it clear that they're less interested in who the best person is and more in who's going to be the biggest moment. Correct?
Yeah.
So all the places I've gone to, the odds on favorite are either Liv Morgan or Bianca Belair. If Bianca Belair makes her return. I think WWE are thinking with a different head. I think they're looking at this. What would be the biggest moment that would then lead into a match at WrestleMania? And I don't think that they're thinking anything beyond that. I don't think they're thinking who's going to be a good champion that could carry it after that. I don't think that they're thinking who's going to put the best match on. I don't think they're thinking about any of that shit. I think they're thinking who's going to be the biggest moment at that match. And because of that, I think the winner of the Women's Rumble is going to be AJ Lee. And they'll set up AJ Lee for a world title match at WrestleMania. And they're going to put the title on her. Even if it's just for a short period of time, that's the plan, I think, they're going to do. They're thinking about the moment. They're not thinking about, is this going to be good TV for the next 3-4 months? Is this going to be, it's what's going to give us that big moment. And I think it's going to be AJ Lee, because I think they're going to set it up. I think because I think what's going to happen is Seth is going to be back by the Rumble. I mean, Seth is going to be back by Mania.
Yeah.
And they're going to set up Punk versus him in a match, and then it's going to be AJ versus Becky in a match. I think Becky's going to pick up the women's title at some point between now and Mania.
She's got the Intercontinental title right now.
I know. I think she's going to drop that. I think she's going to pick up the world title. Because I think that's the plan. I think, or they'll do some weird thing where it's going to be AJ's going to challenge her for the IC title instead of the world title.
Well, that's been rumored.
That's right, the rumor, yeah. But I think AJ Lee is going to win the Women's Rumble.
Yeah. Let me now. Do we think Naomi's going to come back at the Rumble?
It's possible. I haven't really looked into how she's doing as far as her injuries concerned,
Injury. She had a
or
baby.
or having the baby. Again, like is she in ring shape to come back after the baby?
Just because now that I think about it, Jade Cargill is
World
the
champion.
champion,
Yep.
and her reign is terrible.
Yeah.
She hasn't
That's
had
why.
many, she
That's why
hasn't
they're
had many
saying.
she hasn't had many matches, and like if you're gonna have her in a
I don't think
match,
she's defended it once.
she hasn't. She had a match last week, but it wasn't for the title. It's like
Right.
if you're gonna have her beat, was it Maxine Dupree?
Mm-hmm.
Why not put the title on the line? You weren't taking the title off. Like Maxine wasn't beating her for the title, so why not just make it a championship match?
Why did they do anything, man?
But I think Jay Cargill, time as champion, is coming to a close.
Yeah, that's why Belair is like odds, one of the odds-on favorite to win the Rumble, because they think she's gonna take the belt off of her.
Which makes sense.
Yeah. But yeah, I think they're looking at the biggest moment, and that's why I think it's going to be AJ Lee.
If I had to go with a pull someone out of there, Blake Monroe. If I had to go with a crazy wild card.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to put the title on her. I think
no. Not put the title on her, just win the Rumble.
Oh,
if you're going to go somebody out of the box, Blake Monroe.
Yeah.
Because she looked really good when she was fighting with Tony Storm in AEW.
Yeah. Oh, she was awesome in AEW, but since she's been in WWE, she's been diminished.
True.
So, all right, men's Rumble.
Yeah.
So the odds-on favorite, even after taking the belt off of Cody and putting it on Drew, from all the reports, the plan is still going to be Cody versus Roman at Mania.
Yeah, I heard that's been shot down though.
Every other place I'm saying is like they're saying that WWE people are saying that WWE is pivoting, but the odds-on favorite they're still saying is it's going to be Cody Roman 3. So, and I think that's true because I don't think WWE gives a shit enough to change it. And I think what's going to happen is because because of what we're seeing happening in that Saturday night's main event and what we've been seeing happening for the last 6 months. The same thing that was happening to Cody in AEW is happening to Cody in WWE. The fans are getting tired of the Captain America white bread face, and they want him to go heel. And that's why he was getting booed for the majority of the match at Saturday night's main event.
You want him to go heel. I want him to go heel. Yep. WWE is not because he's making too much money selling merch.
Dude, even Cody himself said that he has maybe 1 or 2 years left as a face.
He's not going to turn heel anytime soon. Not when he's selling like crazy on merch. They're not going to do it. That's why they never changed Don Cena heel because
I understand that
selling.
But I don't think Cody has the staying power that Cena had.
Not Sting, Cena.
As I said, Cena. I don't think he's got the staying power that Cena had. I think the plan is still him and Roman at Mania. Just like I think the plan is still Breaker and Seth Breaker and
Breaker and Punk.
Breaker and Punk at Mania. So, that being said, I think what we were saying before is still stands. I think the winner of the men's rumble is going to be either Roman Reigns or Braun Breaker. It's going to be Roman Reigns or Braun Breaker. My money's on Roman.
I'm going with Braun Breaker.
You think it's Braun?
Yep.
And then you think Roman's going to win the Elimination Chamber?
It's
Or do you think they're completely pivoting?
I don't think they're go. I'm agreeing with what I've read. I'm believing with what I've read online in the dirt sheets that they're not doing Roman versus Cody 3 this year.
Okay.
I think that's off the table unless somebody gets hurt. I think that's off the table.
So do you think Roman is still going to be challenging for the title at Mania?
No.
You think it's going to be someone completely different?
The rumor has been it's going to be Fatu is going to be challenging Roman Reigns, not Roman Reigns, Drew McIntyre and Cody.
Three-way?
A three-way. And then Punk versus whoever. Braun Breaker, Seth Rollins.
I think
I don't want to see Cody win Royal Rumble again. I really don't.
That's the new other outlying favorite is that Cody wins the Rumble for a third time.
I prefer Braun Breaker or Jacob Fatu.
Yeah. I want it to be somebody that I want it to be somebody that they're building. Because I really do think we're going to get heel Cody by Mania. I really do. I think the guild's off the lily at this point. But I'm still going with Roman winning here, and I think Breaker wins the Elimination Chamber. I think Roman wins the Rumble, and I think Breaker wins the Elimination Chamber. And even if it does end up being a three-way, I think Roman's going to be involved because Roman is still, he still has that draw. So he's going to be involved in either night 1 or night 2 of WrestleMania, regardless. That's what I think. Now, if I'm wrong and they are completely pivoting from this, then it's going to be something completely different.
I mean, Roman Reigns will obviously be involved at WrestleMania, but he's not going to be in the main event at WrestleMania.
I think he is. But,
we'll find out this Saturday.
Yep, we'll find out.
With our predictions.
I still think it's either Roman or Braun wins the Rumble, and then the other wins the Elimination Chamber. And right now, I just feel like it's still going to be Roman. Here's the thing. If Roman does win the Rumble, it is going to be him and Cody at Mania.
Oh yeah.
If he ends up winning the Rumble, or if he ends up winning the Elimination Chamber, it's going to be him and Cody at Mania. If he wins one of those two.
Yeah. But I think it's Braun Breaker or Jacob Fatu.
Okay. Dude, I'd love for it to be Jacob or Braun. Like I said, I want them building as many of these new guys up as possible. But okay, here's a question. Eliminations. Do we get any super eliminations this year?
What do you mean super eliminations?
Like the holy crap eliminations. Like we did when Drew like 4 or 5 years ago when Drew eliminated Brock?
2020.
Was it 2020 when he did that?
Yep.
Okay. Are we going to get anything like that? I think we are.
Because it was right before COVID.
Yep.
And he went on and won a title, and he was a COVID champion.
COVID champion, yeah. I think we're going to get at least one. I think Braun is going to eliminate Brock. I think Brock is going to show up, like you said, and I think Braun is going to eliminate him. Just cementing him as the new beast. What do you think?
I can see that happening. You really can.
Are we going to get anything? Are we going to get any other like anything like that? Like
I think the beast of Royal Rumble is going to be Obafemi.
Okay,
he's going to be tossing guys out left and right.
He's going to make a big splash with his debut.
Big splash as far as eliminating a handful of people, at least 5.
Okay,
himself.
I can definitely see that. I can definitely see that.
I want to see him and Breaker standing in a ring together,
facing off against each other. That would be dope. I think we're gonna get. I think Jacob is gonna eliminate Cody. I think Cody gets eliminated by Jacob Fatu. I think the Nightmare gets eliminated by the Samoan Werewolf. And I'm so glad they're letting him be who he is.
Yeah.
For this, man. I've been waiting for this for a long time, dude. Women's side. What would be a big holy crap for the women's side? I can't think, honestly, man, as far as the women are concerned, I can't think of anything that would be like, holy crap, like a big, like, oh my God. Unless, like I said, unless they bring in someone like Tessa Blanchard and she just goes off. But
it would be a holy crap. I think the holy crap might be the way Nia Jax and Last Legend get eliminated.
Okay.
And who does it?
Actually, I just thought of one. Kyrie eliminates Asuka. Kyrie eliminates Asuka and then just goes off on her and then sets up their match at Mania.
Yeah, that I definitely can see that happening.
Yep. I can see that. I can see what else would it be? I think we're definitely going to get if Liv is going, I think Liv's going to eliminate Roxanne. I think that's going to set up a match between the two of them.
No, Liv eliminating Raquel Rodriguez is going to set up the match. Because I think Liv and Roxy are tighter. I think the dissension is Liv and Raquel Rodriguez. That's what they've been building up to.
No, see, that's why I think it's going to be. I think it's going to be Roxanne. It's Liv. Liv's going to eliminate Roxanne. Be like, you thought I was your friend? Nah, bitch. You're messing with my man. Or vice versa, something like that. But all right. Anyway, guys, there's our predictions for the Royal Rumble. Should be a good show. I mean, the Rumble is what the Rumble is.
It is.
I'll be watching it just to see, if nothing else, to see Jericho return, to see what kind of pop he gets. Same thing with Will Hobbs, and to see if we get our guys from NXT coming up.
Yeah.
But anyway, appreciate you, buddy, guys. Everybody that stopped in because Boogie told him to, and said come here and say hi, Boogie. We missed you, brother. We'll have to talk to you about maybe getting together and doing a stream. But appreciate everybody. Leg kick, Malacito, Big Daddy.
Matacito, hope you're getting home safe there.
Yep, Johnny. Hope hope you guys are safe. And like I said, man, everybody that's up here in the states in the north here, that's going to get hit, especially on the East Coast. Man, take care of yourselves, guys. Be safe, and especially with everything that's going on in the world.
Be careful over there, Big Daddy. That you're just going to get dumped on again. So stay safe, my friend.
Yep. So take care, everybody, and we will see you guys next week. Bye.
Bam, bam, bam.